Okay, well, all right. Okay, well, hello, angels. Welcome back to the Cosmic Taylor. If you are new here, I am Taylor, here to tailor you to your highest timeline. And I've been coming up with some ideas of readings that I could be doing for people. Oh, Queen of Wands and the Queen of Swords. Look at that. Yeah. The idea ladies. We love it. We love that. What am I doing? Oh my gosh. Clear. So, hello. Okay. Just trying to get it more even. Anyways, I wanted to pull some cards and I was thinking about readings that I could do for people, and one that has been festering my mind lately is, what would your D&D character say to you? And I just think that's like the silliest, most fun, like goofy, interesting thing I could do. So I think I might do that. Anyways, in the meantime, angels, ancient ancestors, universe, spirit guides, higher self, please connect me to the energy of this beautiful, wonderful, amazing collective of angels and tell me exactly what you want them to hear, what you want them to know right now. Knight of Coins with the Four of Cups in reverse. Okay, you are making fantastic progress towards something that you are seeing very clearly, and you are taking full advantage of everything that Spirit is giving you right now. Which way do you want that? I should have asked. Three of Swords. Interesting. Yeah, you're taking full advantage of everything that you are experiencing, even though, like, the things that you have gone through before, right? The things that you have gone through before, it was a very painful time. It left a lot of damage to you mentally, right? It left a lot of harm to you in a very, I'm hearing in a very material way, where it was like evident in everything you said, everything you did, every action you took. There was just so much pain there, right? And it was just so evident of, I'm hearing of like what you deserved, 222 on the timer, and it's, see, what is this, Spirit? It's coming through as Four of Wands with the Seven of Cups in reverse and the Queen of Wands. Yeah. Somebody broke your heart, right? People broke your heart, and people did like really, like, the way that Spirit is saying it to me right now is people did really mean things to you. Like, just straight up mean, cruel things. Like, you got caught up with a serpent. You got caught up with a snake, with somebody that thought they were so slick, that thought they were so good at hiding their intentions, but you saw right through it. You saw right through their actions. You saw right through everything that they did. And you were fully aware and acknowledging just how detrimental this was to you and to this connection. 333 on the timer. And you were always aware, but you had so much benefit of the doubt to give. You had so much to give. With the Knight of Pentacles, you had so much that you had to give. 3, 4, 5 on the timer. And this person, it's like they took full advantage of that. And they didn't think that you were aware of it, but you were. And it's like all the things that you were experiencing and that you were going through, you saw it for exactly what it was the entire time. We have the Four of Cups in reverse and the Seven of Cups in reverse. You knew exactly what was going down the entire time it was going down. And part of you felt like it was like justified punishment. For what? I have no idea. Spirit, can we talk more on this? You were very just self-deprecating for a very long time in your life. You were very cruel to yourself, very hard on yourself, very mean to yourself. Yeah, 10 of Cups in the reverse. It's like you went through such a long phase of your life where you didn't believe that you deserved to have more than what you were being given. But that cycle is over now. That cycle has come to an end now. And you're very picky. Look at this. You're very picky now. with who you choose to have in your life, and you're very choosy and aware and informed on the energies that you allow in your life. You actively spend a lot of your time trying to protect yourself and trying to have that major discernment over who is allowed and who is not allowed to have your heart, to have your energy, to have your time, to have your effort. You're doing fantastic, loves. Which way do you want that? 3 of Wands in the reverse. Which way do you want that, Spirit? 10 of Swords upright. Yeah. It's because, like, for so long in your life, you were actively building off of trauma, right? And off of traitors and off of people that didn't want the best for you and didn't want you to truly succeed in your life. They didn't want you to truly make progress in where you were going. And they technically succeeded in that with the 3 of Wands being in reverse. It's like all the plans that you made always fell through. All the ideas you had were never considered. All of the work that you did was never appreciated. Yeah, look at that with the 8 of Wands and the 2 of Wands and the Empress underneath that. 8 of Pentacles. Interesting. They never appreciated what you had to bring to the table, even though King of Wands, you were their counterpart. And like the thing is when it comes to divine counterpart things and divine counterpart readings and whatnot, I'm not a very big fan of those because it's very, I don't want to say it's monogamous, and that's my problem with it. It's just very limited in view of how human beings are and how life works, right? Because people are constantly changing and constantly growing. You have divine counterparts that exist right now that aren't your divine counterpart because they haven't gone through the proper lessons, upgrades, or the proper healing to be able to reach you and be your divine counterpart, right? And there are 8 billion people on this planet, right? And there are other counterparts that you have right now that are a perfect fit for you, that are a perfect divine counterpart to you, but they're currently going through karmic cycles that are throwing them out of alignment with that divinity within them. And so you and this person were very aligned with each other for the place that you were at in your life. Knight of Cups with the 8 of Coins, very giving, very hardworking, loving soul you have. And this person was someone that could see the value in that, but they were not the kind of person that saw the value in that and appreciated you for everything that you could give. This was a person that saw the value in that and took advantage of it as much as they possibly could. And it left you being betrayed. Yeah. With the, with the Page of Wands in reverse, it threw you out of inspiration. It threw you out of your creative identity. It threw you out of alignment with who you really were, with who you really are. And 3 of Coins in the reverse. These people, I'll just say they darn diddly fucked up for sure, dude. They darn diddly fucked the fuck up, bro. Because now, not only do they not have access to the thing that they thought was valuable in the first place, now you have it all for yourself and you see how valuable it is. You see how valuable you are. You see how much you really are worth now. 2 of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, you have, like, taken off the blindfold. 9/11 on the timer. The major tower fell. 9/18 on the timer, wish fulfillment number. King of Swords. Yeah. The thing is, with the 2 of Swords in reverse, like, in the original Rider-Waite deck, there's, like, the woman with the 2 swords, right? Holding them like this, and she's blindfolded. And Spirit has that blindfold on her to help her learn how to trust Spirit and her or their guidance in what they need to do and what action she needs to do with the swords without knowing or seeing what she's really doing, right? And that's very scary, right? But you learn to build that trust with spirit and that discernment with spirit, and it's gotten you to the point where spirit's like, okay, take off your blindfold. Take off your blindfold, 10-10 on the timer, and look at yourself and see who you really are. See who you really are. King of Swords. You are a very just, kind, and wise king. You are always on the side of justice, always on the side of the underdog, always on the side of those who are constantly hurt the most, those who are constantly misconstrued or misused. The Hermit. Yeah. You have opted for isolation, solitude, loneliness over people like this. Nine of Wands, because that's how you make progress. That is how you'll move forward. That is how, yeah, with the Chariot and the Four of Coins and Justice underneath that. Exactly. Exactly. You having to move forward and acknowledge just how powerful you are, just how wonderful you are, just the amount of influence that you have. Of course, stay humble. I've been struggling with that. At least I feel like I've been struggling with that. I've been stating things like they're fact, and I know that they are fact. I know that they are fact, but as I've had so much evidence being shown to me throughout my entire life to know that they are fact. But I still feel like I could be a lot more like humble about it. I don't know. I don't know. It's something that I'm learning to balance, okay? Something I'm learning to balance. But you have so much power and influence. Everywhere you go, you bring stability. Everywhere you go, you bring stability, and everywhere you, like, everybody and everything you've left behind, 12-12 on the timer, has fallen unstable. That's how powerful you are. That's how gifted you are. I'm hearing establishments wish they never let you go. King of Cups with the 7 of Coins and the 3 of Coins. Because you really made them so much, okay? Like, the seeds that you planted, you gave them so much. And now they wish that you were never left, honestly. King of Wands, because you are on this self-empowerment journey. You're on the self-empowerment journey where you're not slowing down with the Chariot. You're not slowing down for anyone or anything. You're not going to stop chasing your dreams because people tell you to anymore. Like, that's just not... That's not your job. That's not your role. This is your justice. This is your justice. For everything that they put you through, for everything that they did to you, 13-13 on the timer, you're getting your justice back. And the justice, it's self-empowerment. It's self-actualization. It's... 13-31 on the timer. Hold on now. What's up with this, Spirit? Interesting. Okay. Okay. I see. I see. Because, like, the way that energy hit me, and I was just like, how is this justice, Spirit? How is this a blessing? Exactly. But I'm going to tell you exactly how, all right? Okay. 5 of Cups. 14-14 on the timer. If you're a tarot reader, you read cards at all, you're wondering how that's a blessing, I bet. Well, like I said in the beginning of this, you were once upon a time in an energy where you were willing to accept just anything. And that you were willing to allow just anything to happen to you for the sake of a little bit of love, validation, exception? Interesting. Yeah, being an exception instead of actually accepted, right? But now you're being blessed with disappointments. You're being blessed with the ability to see and acknowledge that, oh, these people aren't worth it. These things aren't worth me. These things are not worth my time. They're not worth my energy. They're not worth what I'm putting into them, which can be pretty heartbreaking. But it's also a blessing, because now, 15:15 on the timer, you're able to reject shitty offers. You're able to reject things that are not smart, that are not thought through, that are not respectable towards you or in general. You're able to say goodbye to it all. You're able to say, I don't want any of it. I don't want any of it. 5 of Cups. I don't want any of it. The blessing of being disappointed is the fact that you are able to fully acknowledge that you deserved more. 15:51 on the timer. Being able to feel disappointed by other people, by other people's actions, it gives you the blessing of self-discernment, of knowing what you deserve, of knowing your worth, and knowing that you didn't deserve to be treated like that, right? Because once upon a time, you would have been okay with that treatment. Not anymore. 16:16 on the timer. Not anymore. You can say no to these shit offers. You can say no to these people that are not willing to give you everything that you deserve. And more than that, you're able to feel for yourself and understand yourself and show love and compassion towards yourself. Something that you never would have dreamed of doing before. 6 of Cups in the reverse, because that was what your wish fulfillment was for a long time. The 6 of Cups. Sandbox love. Yeah, Emperor in reverse. You were willing to deal with immaturity. You were willing to deal with disrespect. You were willing to deal with people kicking sand in your face. But not anymore. You're not willing to deal with that. You don't want to play in a sandbox. You don't want to play on the playground. You don't want to be pushed around. You don't want to be playing freeze tag only for the kid to turn around and go, T, 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 when you're just about to catch them. Exactly. It's lame sauce. Oh my gosh, the 5 of Coins in the reverse. Like, you're able to recognize what, like, broke and unfit for you is, you know? Because, like, 5 of Coins upright is so much better than the 5 of Coins in reverse, because the 5 of Coins upright, it serves you're the person that's working in the tavern, but you're overworked, underpaid, underappreciated, and never promoted, you know? 5 of Coins energy in reverse, you're not willing to deal with that. You're not willing to accept that. That's it's not enough for you anymore. That's not enough for you. With the 6 of Cups in reverse, it's not enough. And you're starting to feel comfortable with saying, no, that's not enough. I want more. Give me more. I don't want that. I want more. Yep. Page of Swords in the reverse. You're not even, like, talking to these people. You're not even negotiating. You're not even giving a message to these people. You won't even respond to things that are not worth you. 18:18 on the timer. You're not even responding to people, places, applications, etc., offers that aren't worth you. Honest to God, dude. Interesting. What's all this about? Oh, Spirit's like, no, just put it away, put it back. Hierophant in the reverse. Yeah. You're saying that you're at this point where it's like, fuck any kind of traditional values. Honestly. Fuck any kind of traditional values. I don't care anymore. I don't care. Bitch, I'm over it. I'm tired. I'm bored. The Fool in reverse. I've been here. I've done that. I have been dealing with this for lifetimes, bitch. I'm not doing it. No, thank you. I'm not doing it. With the Fool coming out again. Which way do you want that, Spirit? 6 of Wands in reverse. Yeah, I'm not willing to, like, hide myself anymore. I'm not willing to actively go out of my way to be hidden or disrespected anymore. I want to be celebrated. I want to be loved. I want to be cared for. I want to go out in the world and be able to fully express myself without being judged, without being hated on. Yeah, 10 of Wands. Because that shit, like, it's a burden. to hide yourself at this point, because not only does it not work, you're too big, you're too bold, you're too inspiring, you're too inspirational, you're too influencing. You have too much influence on people for you to not be a major topic, for you to not be known and seen as something more than just a barkeep, you know? Unless, like, that's your dream job, but you know what I mean? 2020 on the timer, you know that you belong somewhere else and that you deserve something better. You deserve better community. You deserve better friends. You deserve to be surrounded by people that make you feel like your burdens in this life are not yours alone to carry. You deserve to have family in your life that actively go out of their way to celebrate you and find interest in your growth and your changing. 5 of Swords in reverse. You deserve people that aren't going to actively try to manipulate you, gaslight you, lie to you, and make you feel like your way of thinking, your way of acting, the way you do things is wrong. You deserve people that aren't going to constantly question your methods. You know? 6 of Swords, yeah. And you deserve to be able to say goodbye and no to whoever. 2112 on the timer. You deserve to be able to leave that kind of shit behind. You don't deserve to be stuck accepting the bare minimum bull because people are okay with giving you the bare minimum bull. Yeah, look at that. Ace of Swords, the Devil, the World in reverse, 8 of Coins, and the Hanged Man. These people are putting them in a position of being forced to watch you succeed because that's what they worked so hard to do. With the Ace of Swords going into the Devil, they were well aware that their actions and intentions towards you were not pure, and that they were hateful, and they were disrespectful, and they were cruel, at the very, very fucking least. With the World, that they're trying to fight so hard for that cycle to not be completed. They're fighting so hard for your message, for your influence to not go out there, but it's going. It is going. And then the 8 of Coins with the Hanged Man, it's everything that they worked so hard to do. They tried to suppress you, and it's kind of like, the way I'm seeing it is a Coca-Cola bottle with Mentos like being dropped in it. They're trying to twist the cap, 2222 on the timer. They're trying to twist the cap closed so that you can't escape, but the amount of pressure buildup is going to make the damn thing explode, and you're going to go 10 times higher and further than they ever thought they would. And they have put themselves in the front row seats of watching it all happen, and they can't do anything about it. Excuse me, confirmation burp. They can't do anything about it. They cannot stop this from happening. Yeah, Judgment in the reverse, the Empress. 9 of Coins. You don't judge yourself anymore. You don't judge yourself anymore. You leave the judgment up to spirit. Oh. That was silly. We have Death on the back of the deck. Yeah. You let things go exactly when they need to, how they need to. Which way did you want this one, Spirit? Yep. King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. A divine pair here. That is you. You are your own divine pair. With the Tower in reverse, they're trying so hard to stop this from happening. It's not going to work. I saw 2332 on the timer. It's not going to work. And Judgment in the reverse here. Did you want this in the reverse, Spirit? Okay. Yeah. They're sending you in the right direction now. These people, in their active attempt to stop you from making any progress, they're the reason why you're going to be making 10 times more progress. And why you're going even further and further and further and further and further. Which way do you want that, Spirit? Magician in its general energy, because you are the alchemizer. You can take anything that is given to you and make the absolute best of it. And you're not going to stop that just because they're not in your life. You're going to keep doing that for yourself. Knight of Wands. You're making sure that you're prepared for what comes next. Knave of Cups with the Tower in reverse. You're going to allow whatever needs to happen, no matter how hard other people fight to stop it from happening. It's going to happen. The High Priestess with the Ace of Cups, because you are aware. You are aware. And you, like, that's interesting. You are aware and you know what you're going to do with your life and where you're going to achieve your goals. 2442 on the timer. We have the Knight of Cups in reverse with the moon. These people, like, they're genuinely, like, blinded to the fact that you're not coming back. They think that you're going to return, that you're going to offer them something. No, yeah, death in reverse, but that's just preventing an ending. They're trying to stop themselves from going through a transformation of death. But it's not going to work. It's not going to work. It's, yep, you're the star. You are the blessing. And now that you're gone, it's like you are the star in their world the way that the sun is to the earth. Without it, they're dead. Without it, no life can thrive on them. 2525 on the timer. No life can thrive within them because they can't empower themselves. 8 of Swords in the reverse, yeah. And they're being forced to acknowledge the fact that, look, there's the star in the middle. They were trying to gaslight you, manipulate you, and keep you stuck in a space of internal torment so that they could continue to benefit from you. And now, it's not happening. It's not happening. 8 of Wands in the reverse. Yep, look at that. Wow. 8 of Cups upright. Yep. They don't have any defenses anymore, and you're down on your freaking calling. You're doing what you're supposed to do. You've been following the call. You've been listening to your intuition. 2 of Wands in reverse, and you're not choosing any of these options. You don't want none of these options. You don't want any of these freaking options, you know? With the Ace of Coins in reverse, yeah. If it's between the Ace of Coins in reverse and the 8 of Wands in reverse, we're gonna go with the 8 of Cups. Okay? Because we're gonna continue to listen to our intuition and say, we know and feel that the Ace of Coins in reverse is not aligned with us. And we know and feel that the 8 of Wands in reverse also not aligned with us. Maybe we could benefit more from the 8 of Wands in reverse in the sense that we could benefit from being a little bit more vulnerable and open and expressive. But, yep, 9 of Cups. This is the option that I really want. That's the choice I really want. I really want to be with 9 of Cups right now. And I'm already at 8. So I'm going to keep waiting until I come across my Ace of Cups. My Ace of Cups. Or a 2 of Cups. So I can get my true wish fulfillment of 10 of Cups. 2 of Coins in the reverse. Strength in reverse. 7 of Coins in the reverse. Yeah. These people, they don't have any balance. They don't have any balance. And they're not maintaining any kind of healthy boundaries within themselves. Or within their own life. 7 of Coins in reverse with the 6 of Coins right next to it. The Sun in reverse and the King of Coins. They have officially screwed themselves. In every way possible. They have squandered everything. And like, if they want to have any of this back, they're going to have to work to build it up all on their own. 4 of Swords in reverse. There ain't no rest for the wicked. Ain't no rest for the wicked. Any other messages, Spirit? Page of Coins with the Ace of Wands. Yeah, you're going to keep, like, just achieving your goals and coming up with ideas and writing down what you want to do and where you want to go and making notes and making lists of things that you're going to achieve and things that you're going to reach until you get the offer that you really want. Until you get the... Which word do you want that, Spirit? Yep, 7 of Swords in reverse. Until you get your justice. Until people can see you for what you actually are. Until people can fully admit to themselves that, oh my god, this person, 9 of Swords in reverse, this person isn't actively trying to hurt anybody. They're just really, like, active in the sense of exposing wounds. They're not trying to hurt people. They're just pointing out the hurt that already exists within people because they've been hurt so many times. Yeah, 10 of Coins, which is why they're so abundant. They work in favor of the divine, and nobody can handle that. Queen of Swords. Your discernment is sharp. Your knowledge, peak. Your education, everything. And you're going to continue to become smarter, work harder, and fuel your life with just so much love and so much discernment. Yeah, so much balance, so much harmony. Any other messages, Spirit, in this Are we gonna do all these cards? They're like, yes, we're doing all these cards. Seven of Wands. Yeah, be prepared. Because there are people that are gonna try to take you down and attack you. Like, with the Three of Coins out here and the Queen of Coins in reverse, they're gonna try to make you question your worth. They're gonna try to make you question if you should be where you are at in your life right now. Oh my god. Ugh, I love Spirit. They're going to try to throw you off so hard. With the Five of Wands in reverse, it's literally not even going to come up as arguments. It's just going to come up as like little like quips. Tiny little snippets of their own thoughts and opinions being projected onto your life of what you're supposed to do. But guess what? The Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favor, babes. Be prepared. Have your weapons ready. Have your wit ready. And be faithful and trusting in your path. 30-30 on the timer. Thank you so much for being here, angels. I'm so glad that you were here so I could read your energy. Any final messages, Spirit? Step out of your comfort zone with your North Node. You should do your research on what your North Node is and do a little bit more deep diving on YouTube videos about how you can connect with your North Node more. It's time to release negativity. Absolutely. You need to stop allowing these old narratives from having such a heavy impact on your present moment. This is a new cycle. This is a new life. This is a new dawn. This is a new age. You can't keep holding yourself back for the sake of making other people comfortable. Yeah, what do you need to release? How about start with other people's thoughts, feelings, and opinions on what you should be doing with your life, since they clearly are not worried enough about their own. How about that? All right, last one. A time for healing. Absolutely. This is a time for healing for you. We have faith in your dreams on the bottom of the deck. You are winning. I promise you, you are winning. You are succeeding. Keep falling into alignment with yourself and keep allowing yourself to fall into this new time of abundance and joy. And don't let anybody take that away from you, because every person that tries to take that away from you only opens up more karmic cycles of the same nature that you've just closed out and that you've just left behind. And I don't want that for you, and I don't think you want that for you either. So continue to pray, continue to work on yourself, continue to be there for yourself, be loving towards yourself, acknowledging the hurt you feel or the insecurity you feel, and find ways to allow yourself to move forward without allowing that to control you. I love you so much, angels. Thank you so much for being here and letting me read your energy. If you like this video, like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.